to Phil7 for Mega Man 9. Phil, take it away.
Oh, apparently we're live. So yeah, welcome to Mega Man 9. I heard in the Discord that people thought this was the best one, so I'll try not to suck at it. So this one was released in 2008 on the Wii, PS3, and Xbox 360. Do we have a problem on stream? Okay. Alright, I'll wait a second for you guys. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'll try not to break anything this time. I don't know what happened, but we're back. And yeah, this is Mega Man 9, released in 2008, and we'll start on boss select in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I don't know why it starts on boss select for 9 and 10, but I'm not going to complain about it. It's a free couple seconds from the menus. Alright, so Concrete Man we're going to start with. The stage and the boss can be done pretty quickly with Buster. These birds can be kind of annoying to learn because they, as you saw, they drop the rocks when they get near you. So if you have to stand back a bit and wait, that's fine. Alright, so we're going to come up to a mini boss section. These elephants, I think their name is the Paisos. I don't remember off the top of my head because my memory's really bad. They take 13 or 14 shots, so I'm going to shoot 3. This one, my hands are freezing, so that's why that happened. But they take 13 or 14 shots, so you can just buster through them. These cans take 6, so I wanted to stand back a bit there, because if I walked straight into it without hesitating a bit, I would have taken a hit. Alright, these little Lego pieces that you see, the ones with the squares jutting out, those are invisible blocks. Or they're invisible, you can see them, but you'll fall right through them. And then the third gimmick in this stage is these platforms that'll go up or down depending on where you are, where it's facing. And we're already on Concrete Man. So if you're playing the demo, good job, you finished the demo. Because that's all you get. So you can do one of three things. He can jump, he can dash forward, or he can shoot concrete. But depending on how far away you are from him, he can shoot 1 or 3 concrete, so you want to stand close to him. See, I was too far away. So he shot 3, so it's really tight and kind of tough to learn. But we got through it. He can start the fight as well by shooting those 3, so I might have just taken a hit anyway. But that's fine. So now we have the concrete shot, which is actually one of the strongest weapons in the franchise. Because as you see, if it hits the floor or a wall, it'll turn into a concrete block. But it can also freeze and turn enemies into the concrete blocks as well, which we'll see right away once we get into this stage. So we're going to swap to concrete shot. This first screen, actually, we're not going to see it. I don't know why I just didn't jump there. So we're going to shoot one to create a platform, so then we can just get on this ladder. Then these enemies, these fire tower things, we're just going to kill them with it. And then it has a strange property where if you're under the concrete block as it falls on top of you, if you jump at the right time, it'll zip you forward a little bit. So we took advantage of it there. Oh jeez. It just didn't jump. We refueled on our concrete shot. This fire tower could hit us if we got unlucky. Then we get to the dragon, so it's going to take 5 shots. That's how strong it is. But as you see, I think it takes 2 of those little pancakes away every concrete shot. So you don't have very many. But you have just enough to get through the stage with that weapon drop. And these magma lasers are also instant kill, so luckily we can also just utilize the concrete shot and get through it. There is a zip there if you get into it enough. I'll explain it once I'm past this part. So if you stand a couple pixels into the hitbox of the magma laser without it hitting you, and then shoot your concrete, freeze it, you can zip through it, but I can't do it consistently enough for a marathon. Now we're on Magma Man. So he's going to jump 2 or 3 blocks. Or 1 or 2, sorry. 2 or 3 is the amount of shots I'm going to try and get off, because his iframes are 8 frames each. So you just have to time it properly and learn the timing of it. So depending on where he jumps, you can get 2 or 3 shots at a time. So that was actually a pretty decent finish. I don't usually get 3 shots on that specific one. So now we have the Magma Bazooka, which is a triple shot weapon, but it can also be charged for a little extra damage. But unfortunately, we will not actually see it in this stage. So it's the 2 stages where the bosses aren't too terrible with just Buster. And it kind of just works out that you can either do Hornet or Galaxy Third. Because now we have both their weaknesses. So it's up to preference. So I prefer doing Galaxy. Oh geez. Let's do it that way. I was supposed to damage boost off that first set of UFOs. But I grabbed the ladder by accident, because I guess I was holding up. So we're going to rush coil up to these little grabber guys. I don't know the names of like any of the enemies. I should research that. But they pull you forward, and it's meant to be a trick, but you can just use it to your advantage when in a speedrun. Oh gee. I was about to explain why I was jumping out of each ladder climb, because you have something called tiptoe frames in this game in 9 and 10. So if I just climb out of the ladder, like I did there, it takes Mega Man a couple frames to get to his full running speed, but if you jump out of it, then he will just be in full sprinting mode automatically. And that, where I got hit there was the one place where I intentionally didn't do it, because it's a... Where's that guy? I was way too short on that. There's a couple places where I also don't do it, just from muscle memory. Alright, this last section, if you go to the left, there's another grabber that'll grab you through that little section, but it's kind of tough to do. And if you miss it, you saw the spikes. It's not gonna be pretty if you miss it. Alright, so Galaxy, we want him to stay close to the ground. And of course he didn't. So we're gonna kill his UFO. He's gonna stand wherever the UFO was. Get 5. 5 is really tough, but once you get the timing for it, it's not bad. So that's best case scenario without any swoops, because you want him to swoop just on the ground twice. He can do it 3 times as well if you screw it up. Alright, if we have any donations or anything, you can talk about it.
Awesome, yeah. I'm always impressed by the platforming in the Mega Man games. This is so much fun to watch right now. As a reminder to everyone in chat right now that we still have an open bid war incentive for Super Mario Odyssey, whether or not Mario will be wearing overalls or boxers. And that any donations received are going to the Hugh Lane Foundation, a fantastic cause. Chat, I have a challenge to you. I think that we should start a donation train right now for this bid war. The bid war's still all tied up. We don't know whether or not Mario's going to be wearing boxers or overalls. Now's the time to pick. Now's the time to choose. Get your donations in. Let's get that incentive, or that bid war, up. I believe in you, chat.
Alright, so Hornet Man, the first section, I'm going to line myself up here so I don't have to take one of those spikes. So we're going to switch to concrete shot. Okay, so that... I don't even know what happened there. I'm going to be completely honest. I stopped paying attention because I wanted to explain the boss. So, welcome to Hornet Man. So I shot... Again, I don't know the enemy names. The cart guys, I shot that one 3 times at a specific point, so the rock that shoots off of it missed me. Okay, so this section, they're gonna shoot their little ball things when you shoot them, and it's gonna shoot wherever you're standing. So we're just gonna, hopefully, I got perfect luck too, by the way. That's I was trying to remember his name. Okay, we're just gonna get the other side. We'll wait. Okay. So now I'm low on concrete, so I will swap here. It's gonna be about the same format. It's just without the swap. So the gimmick of this section is these... They'll roll out once and create a platform when you shoot them. How much do I have? I think I have enough now. I just couldn't do that section. So these flower pots, we're going to jump through them. Now the other part is if it's stuck in a wall, the concrete block, it doesn't actually destroy immediately. So we can just stick it there, not have to do any of the ladder climbing. We're going to take out that stomper with the magma bazooka, because we already needed to get swapped onto it. Now we are on Hornet Man. So we're going to try and get a shot off immediately on him. And then we're going to... Uh-oh. See this? Okay, well, we killed him. That death, I've never died like that before, so I got pretty concerned of what was happening.
Would you say that that's never happened before?
I can't think of a good response to that, so sure. Alright, so now we have the Hornet Chaser. We'll be using that in the next stage at some point. So the main property is it will track down enemies. And then it'll also track down items, so it's a use at your own risk weapon in terms of a speedrun, because if it kills something and the enemy drops an enemy, or enemy drops an item, we'll say it that way, the enemy cannot drop another enemy, unfortunately. That would be pretty weird. So it's going to track down these spiders, and if it did drop an item like health or weapon energy, it'll carry it back to me, but we got lucky, so it didn't. The gimmick of Jewel Man is these swings, so this one we're going to have to swing back and forth, not get caught on those spikes, and then we get the cheese ball. I don't know actually, I'm going to say that for every enemy, I don't know their names. They can spawn anywhere, but if we didn't have Hornet there to seek it out immediately, we would have to go through a whole cycle of it dropping rocks, but it didn't because we had Hornet. With the way that's set up, we're going to charge a magma. That jump's also pretty tough to get through if you're still learning the game, but you just have to hold left and then jump at the right time. We're going to use our black hole bomb at the right time. Avoid that stomper. Now we are on to Jewel Man. So Jewel Man, so the black hole bomb stays on screen, and then Jewel Man will jump whenever you jump, so I wanted to place one and jump immediately. Then just place a second one and he'll jump right into it. So you want him to jump as much as possible, because if he's just running back and forth, he'll gain a lot more ground, and then his iframes will be gone by the time, or it will be there. Yeah, he took a bunch of hits. Alright, so now that we cleared 5 stages, we also get, along with Jewel Satellite, is the Rush Jet. So the speedrun route kind of just works out perfectly, where the 3 stages where it's fastest to have Rush Jet, we have Rush Jet 4. I believe the early routes might have started with Splash Woman, because her soft weakness, which just does 2 health, is the Buster. But then, at some point, they decided Jet's a lot faster. But we'll see that once we get to it. So Plugman, I'm going through this first section the same, so I can get this without having to wait for that first section of Yoku's. Unfortunately, I don't know how to... If you're really fast, like the world record, those first and second sets will be exactly where you want them, so I have to wait like a second just for that second set to come up, but now we're on the correct pattern. So the one up here is going to spawn, and then we just spawn Rush. That's going to disappear. That's fine. I just have to... my big thing is I can't get hit by that little electric ball. And these... I don't even know what those are, like TV static generators or something. They spawn Shadow Mega Man because it's dark, I guess. I don't know the story of the game. In this last section, we're going to wait for the Yoku blocks here so we can just get through... Uh-oh. Okay. I spawned Rush Jet way too low, so... Oh, that's not what I intended. I didn't jump up the right time. I did have enough Rush Jet to get over it. Alright, so Plugman, he's going to... For the normal boss fight, yeah, you want him to... He can also just stay on the platform where Mega Man's standing, but if you're unlucky, he'll just jump to the center, like he did, so I had to do a little bit of weaving just to avoid taking too much damage. Well, that's Plugman. So, if we have any more donations or readings, then you can go ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We have got a $50 donation from Mad Mega that has no comment with it, but thank you so much, Mad Mega, for donating to an amazing cause. And with that, in our bid war, Boxers has shot into the lead. So, if you want to change that, now is the time to do it. There's still time. If you want to see Mario in his overalls, make sure you get your donations in now. Thank you again so much, Mad Mega, for your generous donation.
Thank you, Mad Mega. I met him at GDQ. He's a really good guy. So Tornado Man, there is a little bit of a strat that I only use when I'm doing ILs, but the world record does it, where you can go along the magnets and save your rush jet pretty much. So when you grab this, you'll be practically full. And then there'll be another section. The next section where we need jet, you would just be able to jet over the whole screen. But now that we did it the way we did, we can only do about half. So I started that screen in the air so that Sniper Joe won't jump. Because if we were jumping without having it jumped, then it would have hit us, and then we would have to reset up everything. Alright. So these last two sections, so the rain is pushing us backwards, so it's fastest to just walk, and then Rush Jet doesn't get pushed back either, fortunately. But we're going to switch to Plug Ball, which is Tornado Man's weakness, and then now the rain is pushing us forward, so we have to... It's more helpful for us to be in the air as long as possible. So we jump into the boss door. And then Tornado Man can do about 30 different things. He can stay on the ground, which is preferable, or he can go up in the air, and then, or the third thing is he can go up in the air and then come back down immediately. Oh, jeez. Luckily, when he's, like, right against the top there, you can just shoot one, but I mistimed the last hit, so he shouldn't have even done that, but that's fine. So now we have the Tornado Blow, which we don't actually use that much throughout it, but it's a big screen clear, which is helpful in casual play, but you only get 4. So we have to really pace ourselves with using it when we do. Alright, so now we are on the final Robot Master stage, Splash Woman. Oh boy. I've been missing that a lot, where you just jump and shoot a quick 3. So obviously the gimmick is we are underwater, and these little landmines, or I guess they're not landmines because they're underwater, but they're gonna chase you around, so we have to make sure not to shoot them. Alright, so just give me another torpedo fish there. This one we can't shoot. Alright, so this is where I was talking about with Jet. So we're gonna transition on the screen, or screen transition, right as it gets to the top. I'm going to place a Rush Jet, shoot that one, and we're going to try and stay on the left. Okay. I've been messing that up a bit lately, so I wanted to really make sure I got it. There's a little bit of a safer one where a bubble comes up in the middle, and then you could use that one instead. It wastes about 3 seconds, but it's a guarantee that you hit the trick. That second screen you can get without respawning Rush Jet, but I wanted to just be safe for the marathon and not take a death. Switch to Hornet, make sure we get as much fall velocity as we can. Luckily, there was no drop on that one. Now we are on Splash Woman, so her first pattern is going to be going back and forth. Oops. Then she's gonna shoot her laser tridents at us, and I didn't do a very good job at it because I mistimed the first hits, but we got through it. So it's trying to see what the teleport time is. 2117, I'll say. It's not good, but that's a death in it, so... Alright, another cutscene. Again, I don't remember the story, and we can go to the Wily stages. So we attain the laser trident, which is probably the strongest weapon just by pure power. Because you get... Well, I guess not pure power. Because you get a ton of ammo. It is pretty strong still power-wise, but concrete might still be the strongest. Or magma. Alright, so Wily 1, we're going to immediately swap to Jewel Satellite because it'll kill everything on this screen, so we don't have to worry about it. If you're going for like 32, 31, then you buster through this. But I never learned it, so we'll go safe for it. So with these little propeller platforms, you're meant to go through it and use Tornado. But luckily, since we have Rush Jet, we can just fly over everything. Through here. You're gonna spawn Jet again. Oh, that was almost too low, but we got through it. I can't afford to waste Rush Jet. But everything I do is going to be calculated. Okay, well... Okay, so we're gonna spawn Rush Jet at the bottom. Okay. So that's only faster in the way that we don't have to swap weapons. Let's see if I can get this now. Nope. So, what am I thinking? I miss it and then my brain just goes dead, apparently. I should have paused a bit earlier, but luckily the checkpoint's right here, so it's not too much of a loss. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be done. I guess I just needed to die in the game first before we got it. Just for a bit of safety, we're going to jump off that. The side of the magma laser also acts as a platform, thankfully, and doesn't kill us instantly. We're going to spawn Jet. You're meant to go back and forth with it, but then Jet just avoids the entire thing. Spawn. Jet here. We're switching to Buster because we have the spike pushers. So, since you can only have 3 bullets on the screen at a time, we're going to have to mash with more a rhythm rather than just mashing as fast as possible against these spike pushers. So the red ones shoot a charge shot, and the blue ones just have a constant stream of it. So you want to make sure we time it properly. Okay, that is bad. Okay, we can just do that. That was almost disastrous because I meant to just jump up there and shoot that one, but that's fine. Other than that, that was decent. But because of how far away you are from the spike balls, if you just mash the whole way until the last one we can get a bit closer, you'll just keep starting and stopping pretty much. We're gonna immediately switch to Jet here. Just out of muscle memory, I grabbed that even if we didn't really need it. Okay, so that screen, you want to shoot it, you want to jump, then shoot a little bit after each other, because then it'll be too high if you shoot it too early. Let me get through here, we're going to try and not take a hit. We can just concrete shot. Oop, I jumped a little early there. Okay, there, I didn't want to jump too early because sometimes it just doesn't work. We'll see if we can do this boss properly. That's fine. We swap to laser trident for this next screen. I'm gonna grab the health just in case, because the boss is pretty tough. So if I don't get a health drop, or if I just take a million hits. We shot those mines at a specific time just so they didn't, we could just easily jump over them. Oh my god, I thought I shorted that. I was about to be very upset. Quick shoot. Alright. So we need some UFOs, we can just take those out. That's like the only time you can really hope for some health. This part, you can do like a short jump and spawn rush, but I can't really do it consistently, so we can just do it that way. We're gonna take a hit, spawn rush, kill the stomper. There's gonna be a second stomper, but since we have coil, we're just gonna coil over it. I almost placed it too far to the left. Now we have the Mega Mech Shark, which there's going to be 3 sections of it. I believe it has a soft weakness to everything, but Laser Trident or Tornado is its big weaknesses. So this is the section where you would use Tornado if you wanted to. I thought I killed that left one, but you can just shoot back and forth with it. Then the third section is random when it opens its mouth. So I'm just gonna play it a bit safer. Yeah. That's not very good luck, but I didn't take any hits. Unnecessary hits. And we got through it. Alright, so the next stage is full of auto-scrollers, so if we have anything more, then we can talk about that for donations and such.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just want to remind everybody who we are raising money for this weekend. We are benefiting the Hugh Lane Foundation. The Hugh Lane Wellness Foundation launched in 2017 to improve the health of the LGBTQ plus and HIV communities, and we have raised $1,375 so far this weekend for the Hugh Lane Foundation. Y'all are doing incredible. Can we get to $1,400 by the end of this Mega Man 9 run? I think we can. There's not a lot of time left in it, but I believe in you, chat. You can do it.
I believe too. There's a lot of auto-scrollers in this stage, so let's give the host something to read while we fly upwards in the gravity section.
And as a reminder, there is that bid war incentive still open for the Super Mario Odyssey run coming up after Mega Man 9. You still have some time if you want to see Mario in his overalls right now. Boxers are winning.
Oh boy. Okay, I'll just do that. What I meant to do was jump on Coil, which I got that first part correct, and then I shot Coil the second Coil the wrong way. So for these gravity sections, we just have Coil out because it's faster, rather than... When we don't have to menu, we won't. The only thing is because the Buster pushes you wherever you shoot, so you have to... If Rush isn't on screen like he is now, you'll have to shoot twice, because you have to shoot once for Rush to spawn, and then the second time for the actual Buster shot. So this, so we used an M-Tank there, which is a full heal for all your weapons and your health. So we healed it so we can get all our weapons up to full. I guess Laser Trident's not full anymore, but that's fine since we have so much ammo of it. Now we are on the boss, which is the Twin Devil. So I'm going to try and get a quick kill, because when you pause the game, whatever's on screen will disappear. So if I pause the game right now, it would disappear. Oh, I was too low. So now I'm going to have to grab extra. Yeah, I'll just do that. I don't know what's faster between bustering and... I think if I jumped a bit higher, I would have gotten it. It's pretty tough to get sometimes. But that's Twin Devil. It doesn't look as cool when you have to wait for it to repopulate. Okay, so we're gonna swap just to grab the two small weapon drops just so we can get another shot of Black Hole Bomb. Because how the weapon energy would have worked out if I got the quick kill is we would have had 2 extra Black Hole Bombs for the Jewel Man refight. So place one there just so we can get a refill of health and our concrete. There is a bit of a manip you can do here to get Galaxy Man to do the pattern you want. We'll just get lucky. Ah, we didn't. Almost. One swoop still much better than 0. I didn't miss a shot there, so we're actually decent on a concrete shot for once in my life. Okay, so will give us the same pattern. I'm gonna take another hit. Because for that pattern, you want to intentionally take a hit, but you'll be knocked back enough so you're out of his hitbox range. But it didn't happen. I didn't expect him to... The tornado pattern wasn't where I was expecting. Okay, so Magma Man, you actually don't have enough unless I can get a double hit here, so I'm going to intentionally take a hit. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. So if he gets to the middle, there's a weird property with it, since you don't have enough tornado to actually kill him fully. If you get him to the middle, you take a hit, a body shot from him, and then you shoot it at the correct timing, it'll do a double hit for whatever reason. I'm not going to question it because it's faster, but... So Jewel Man. Same sort of thing. We'll see if I can get a better Splash Woman fight. So 1, 2, 3, 4... That was a little better. You ideally, if you're not training yourself for the perfect fight, you just want her to at least get her before she starts shooting. So the big difference, other than Magma Man, is we actually have the resources to get concrete. So there's a little... You saw it, if you noticed, if he runs and you shoot the laser trident at a certain time, it actually gets a double hit. It's pretty rare because you need that exact luck. Alright. There goes the first phase because I was explaining the double hit. That didn't really matter. So the first phase you just wanted to shoot the eggs back at him. But because of how fast Trident is, you can just destroy the egg. You're meant to do like a ping pong match with him. Oh, I went for a double hit and I missed it. Okay, the second phase, we're going to swap. We actually did have enough concrete. We can finish him off. And time will be on the final hit, by the way, before I forget. This is going pretty quick. I shot it way too late. So, of course... So he can spawn anywhere, first of all. This is going really quick. I'm sorry for talking so fast about it. But Wily can spawn anywhere, and of course, Capcom decided, well, if we're going to have a boss in the air, let's have his weakness be, again, on the ground. So Plug Ball tracks against the ground, and then so you can only hit him with about 2 different patterns. Oh, I missed it. Final hit coming up, and time will be when I grab the chip that's spawns out of them. And time. That's really bad, 36, but... I missed quick kill on Twin Devil, and I, died. So yeah, that's Mega Man 9. They'll go through each, you can see each Mega Man game. I guess they got killed with Buster in Mega Man 5 and 6. Well, I guess beat, but it's not his weakness. I don't know the story. So yeah, thanks for watching Mega Man 9. I hope it was well enough, minus the death, and everybody who I heard from prior to it said 9 was their favorite, so I'm glad. I haven't decided if 9 is my favorite, because I like all of them pretty much.
Phil, it was an amazing run, and you got a lot of love coming into the chat right now. Why don't you go ahead, and if you got any shout-outs, now's the time to do them.
Shout-outs to Steel City Speedsters for accepting this, because I didn't really plan shout-outs, because I forget to every single time. And shout-outs to chat for watching, anyone who's watching. You can follow me if you like. I don't really play Mega Man much anymore unless it's for something like this, but I play all types of games. I'll play Pokemon, I'll play Mega Man, whatever you like. And if you don't like those, then oh well.
Shoutouts to you, Phil, for an amazing run. Thank you so much for running Mega Man 9. That was well done. It was an absolute joy to watch. Thank you so much.